Hi guys, Victor here today. How are you? Good? How am I? Oh, thanks for asking. I'm good. We are going to talk about this. This is the 2019 ASUS TUF FX505 series of laptops. It's been upgraded from last year's versions. So what's new in this one is an AMD Ryzen 7 and an AMD Ryzen 5 chipset, as well as the latest Nvidia GTX 1660 Ti and 1650 graphics cards. And it's also been upgraded. The highest one, it has been upgraded with an RTX 2060. So yes, it's a completely different beast from last year's versions, so it'll be interesting to see how it differs from the older ones. Let's get started. Let's take a look at the laptop first. There you go. Pretty slick. Now this looks exactly like the last year's version, which is expected because it's just the internals that has been upgraded. This is the gunmetal grey version, which will not be coming to Malaysia. In Malaysia, we will get the stealth black version only. No gold, no gunmetal grey, just the black. We have manuals as usual and screws, I'm assuming, to attach your HDD if you want to. And I'm assuming this one has the charging brick. Yes. This is the charging brick, and it looks like it is a 19.5 volts output, and it's pretty heavy, but it's fine. Let's see what else they have here. This is the adapter. So this is simple, box is simple. It comes with just the bare basics. That's all you get. Okay, so let's dive deeper into the laptop and let's look at the exteriors first. So this is, like I mentioned, gunmetal grey. It's brushed metal. It feels great, but you don't have to worry so much about it because we won't get it in Malaysia anyways, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the air vents. Same as last year's version. It has red accents in it. 2 vents here and 1 more vent here. There's a Kensington lock as usual and not much else, so no optical drive. Doesn't look like there's an SD card slot either. Oh well. And I'm assuming these are the speakers. Let's look at the ports. You have the charging port, Ethernet port, the HDMI, and 3 USB Type A ports as well, and a headphone jack. So yes, no USB-C port and no optical drive, no SD card slot, unfortunately, but it's exactly like last year's model. So right now, it's being confirmed that the only changes you get with this are the graphics card and the processors. Right at the bottom, you get the same vents, the same screws. Now, the TUF series laptops are supposedly, this is what ASUS says, is that they're military grade tested. So they're supposed to handle knocks, and yeah, it sounds pretty sturdy. On the outside, it seems sturdy, it sounds sturdy, it feels sturdy, but on the inside, let's remove this. You tap on it and it feels like cheap plastic. Right? But it is an upper mid-range laptop that probably won't cost you more than 5,000 ringgit. So you get what you pay for, I suppose. On the inside, it looks exactly like last year's models. You get the white transparent WASD keys. You get this really awkwardly placed arrow keys that's wedged in between the massive control key and the 0 key on the numpad. You get this spacebar that looks exactly like last year's versions, and the decently sized trackpad. Now, this is a 15.6-inch Full HD display. The 1660 and 1650 versions come with a 60 Hz monitor, unfortunately. If you want a 120 Hz monitor, you're gonna have to get the RTX 2060. Now, this is a bit of a downgrade from last year's version, which came with 144 Hz. You got that with the GTX 1060 as well as the Intel Core 8th Gen processors. Alright, now as you can see, gone is the Intel stickers. It's replaced by Ryzen 7. This one comes with AMD Ryzen 7 3750H. It is a mobile processor. The 1650 and the 1050 versions come with a 3550H. Alright, there's not much else to talk about besides the graphics card. The graphics card is a 1660 Ti. It was recently launched about a few weeks ago, so it's pretty new. A lot of laptops are coming with these graphics card nowadays because they're supposed to be slightly better than the GTX 1060. Benchmarks has shown that it's marginally better. So what you get with the 1060 is around 40 FPS on benchmarks. This would get you about 60 FPS. So it's marginal, but it's still better. Yeah, I think that's about it. You get speakers or vents at the top, and there's a bit of a brushed metal material on the hand armrest. You call it palm rest. Why don't we try booting it up first? Alright, the laptop is on, and what's different from the previous models is that this one comes with 8GB of RAM, and so there's the RTX 2060 versions, but you can also get it with 4GB of solid RAM. It can be upgraded via a second RAM slot of up to 32GB, because nowadays you're gonna need at least 16 to run run newest games anyways. ASUS says that they are giving you minimal solid RAM just to give you the options, just to give you some leg room to upgrade it yourself. And this comes with a M.2 SSD, 512GB, which you can upgrade via a secondary SATA slot. You want to put an SSD or HDD, that's up to you. Now this one comes with RGB keyboards, an RGB keyboard, because there's only one, which you can customize via Armoury Crate. That's ASUS's program. Now this display has what ASUS calls the Nano Edge display. It's got pretty thin bezels. This one, like as I mentioned before, is the 16 Ti version, which comes with the 60Hz monitor, but this one in particular isn't the Malaysian version. This one actually comes with a 120Hz monitor. Unfortunately, we won't get it in Malaysia. It will come with 60Hz. If you want the 120Hz one, you're gonna have to get the RTX 2060 version. Alright, moving at the back, you can see the logo lights up yellow like the older model, which is pretty nifty for an upper mid-range laptop. And yeah, that is about it. Alright, so that's it. We can't tell you the price of the laptop yet because it's not officially launched. It'll be officially launched on 23rd May. So stay tuned on our YouTube channel for the official review. We will compare it with last year's version, which we also had reviewed. You can check it somewhere in the link. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.